Hello everyone. Today we have Manasi Joshi with us. So she has completed her master's in humanitarian law and humanitarian action, and currently she is working in Kabul, Afghanistan. She was born in Goa, but her mother tongue is Marathi, and she's working with an NGO right now. So today she is going to share with us her experiences and her journey. So, hi Manasi. So, would you like
Hello.
to share with us what was the thought in your mind when you decided that from France you want to move to Kabul and you want to work there with an NGO?
So the thing is, I came across this master's. It was a sheer coincidence. It was not planned. What I knew from the start, like since many years, is that I wanted to live in different countries, know people. So that was my objective. And I went to France to teach English at first. And while I was in France, I came across this master's. And the degree was in French. So I had to I was already speaking French, but I had like, if you're doing masters in French,
Right.
like you need to have a much higher level. So I was a bit reluctant, but I was quite adamant on doing what I was dreaming of. So I
Right.
applied for the masters, got in, yeah, cleared the masters also, and so that's how I ended up in this career.
And was there any, so like being from a Maharashtrian family, I'm sure that it wasn't easy for your parents also to understand what your choices are and to also accept them. So, how did you manage to convince them?
So the thing is, my parents at first were reluctant on me going to France, uh, especially my dad, because he has a business and he did not see why I would not carry on with the business, which is going very well. So there is a lot of social prestige, and people know my father, so they know his daughters, so things like that. So he did not get the logic of starting from zero in a new country where there'll be no one to help me and all of that. But I somehow felt, somehow you just go with your intuitions and it always turns out to be right. I have somehow, so now I just trust my intuitions and that's all. So it's better not to have regrets.
Right.
So I knew that I was not happy, like seeing the same people speaking the same language every day. I wanted to see something new, and so that's why I went to France at that time. And so convincing them was, for me, it was difficult. It took quite a bit of time. Um, so the family that has kind of become my family in France, they call me, they consider me as their granddaughter, and they say that I'm their favorite rebellious child. So like, I think rebellion is kind of an appropriate word. Like I had to kind of rebel against what was said to me and everything. At that time, I also felt that, oh, maybe I'm stupid. Like, why do I want this? I also felt kind of guilty that I'm leaving maybe what many people don't have and
Right.
going after something that might be a mirage. But somehow I just did it at that time, and I have no regrets today. I think if I would have stayed in India, listened to other people, I would definitely have not have been as happy as I am today.
Right. So, as you said that you have another family in France. So I feel that for people it is very difficult to understand what family is because like for a long period of time the definition of family has always been blood relations. But I feel that family is somewhere where you feel home, you're comfortable,
Yeah.
and family is someone who is not going to judge you. So, would you like to say something about this concept that people have been accepting and understanding over a long period of time that family is only someone that you share blood relations with.
Yeah, for me, as you said, for me, home is a person, not four walls. I'm fine anywhere. It can be a tent, but it has to be with someone I'm pretty close to. So in France, I never really missed, like it's missing a person, but I did not feel that I missed the love that a family gives. I think I'm lucky in that, because I met people who considered me as their daughter or their granddaughter, and so I never missed that. And it's the same right now in Kabul, because I live and I work with my colleagues, so we are together all the time. So it's very important that we get along well together, because yeah, otherwise it can get difficult very easily. But
Right.
even they have become like my family now. So like we cook for each other, we take care of each other. So yeah, I think it's really, yeah, home is a person for me.
So when you changed a lot of places, countries, you're working in a very different social setup. And to do this, to take a decision like this, it is very difficult for people. And it's not even just people who are working right now, but even I know a lot of them who, for them, it is very difficult to move out of a place, to get away from their comfort zone. And you have done that. You are doing it right now. So, how would you convey this to people that it's not that difficult as they think? So, what is your opinion about
Yeah, I feel that people should just listen to what they want. If what they want is being in another country, exploring, getting to know people, and then they should just go for it. If it is something you want, you will definitely look for solutions to make that happen. And I have lived in France, I have lived a tiny bit in Sweden, and now in Afghanistan. And somehow the people are not very different. We all are the same. We have similar reactions to things. Yeah, somehow it just feels the same to me. There's not, like, the differences are very superficial. If you see, yeah, they eat with maybe a fork and a knife, and we eat with our hands, but like that is pretty much superficial to me. So
it? Okay, so now would you like to share a few of your experiences in Afghanistan? Can you tell us about the people, the culture, and if you want to share any of your experiences that people will really love to listen, and I'm sure that they'll get motivated and their concept of what Afghanistan will change.
so Afghanistan is unfortunately suffering a lot because of conflict since the past 40 years. And really, unfortunately, I do not see that changing in the near future. Um, Although I really believe that the people deserve so much better. 90% of the country is living below poverty line. So it's, yeah, when you see people, it can touch you and trouble you a lot. But other than that, yeah, I keep on posting pictures. So the handicrafts in Afghanistan is something I just went. I am talking of this right now, like as a first thing, because just yesterday I went to the market, and like every shop you enter, it's like you feel as if you're in, maybe heaven looks like this or something. It's so beautiful. The carpets, Afghanistan is known for the very beautiful carpets. Even like the tiniest homes have these amazing carpets on the walls, roof, floor, because in winter it helps in keeping warm. Jewelry. So Afghanistan has a lot of stones, semi-precious stones. So, and it's mainly the women who are involved in making jewelry and handicrafts. So it's really nice to buy it and encourage women to earn some money. Hospitality is a big thing, is a huge part of the culture here. um, you will like, the moment you talk to people, like they always kind of have this bow when they talk to you, like it's out of respect. I think we have a bit of that in India also. um, and the thing I absolutely love here is when people say thank you. So when they say thank you, they say it with hand on their heart, and it really comes from the heart. It's not like just a thank you that you hear every here and there. um, yeah, so those are the things that touch me the most. And of course the mountains. I'm a mountain lover, so that is one of the things that attracted me to Afghanistan.
Also, as an Indian, was it difficult for people there to accept you, or was it difficult for you to, move from or being an Indian, staying there? Was it difficult for you?
So I often tell my colleagues also that adjusting from India to France was much more difficult than adjusting from India to Afghanistan. India Afghanistan is not very different. Culturally, it is quite comparable. Um, Whereas in France, I had to adjust much more. I had to unlearn things in France. But Afghanistan is, the people love Indians. So, like, for example, just yesterday, I went to this shop, and like I was wearing the mask because of the COVID-19. And the guy asked me where I was from. I told him I was Indian. So he started speaking in Hindi, and he said, so when are you free to come over for lunch? So whenever you tell people that you're Indian, people will invite you for lunch. They will start singing a song. I think it's mainly because of Bollywood, and also Indian government has been doing quite a few things for Afghan people. I think it's decreasing now, but yeah, they have a very good image of India and Indians here.
Right.
And I think the main connection is also of Pakistan being the common enemy. That's what people
Yeah.
often say.
Right, right. No, I studied in Symbiosis, so I had a lot of people in Symbiosis. There are a lot of Afghanistan students studying, and
Yes.
even I can see them in Christ too. So I feel that is really good. Like the relations are really good, and I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
that they are going to be like that for years because I'm sure the enmity between Pakistan and India is not going to get better any soon.
Yeah.
So also like you have been through a lot of changes from countries, from people, from culture. So, was there a time in your life that you um, faced mental health issues, or was there a time in your life where you doubted your decision?
So one thing that, like I said, I followed my intuition, and there has never been even a second that I doubted my decision. Like there have been periods where I thought maybe I'm not good enough, but I took it in a way that maybe I should work harder, and not that my decision was not a good one. Because when I did my masters, also I realized that this is exactly what I want to do. So of course, I mean, I had read up on how it is. I had discussed with people and everything. It was not a blind decision. um, I, in my own way, I had thought of things. Maybe, yeah, maybe, yeah, like I said, it was, I thought of it in my own way. Because yeah, my in the beginning, my parents were against it, so I tried to talk to friends, people in France I knew, and tried to inform me as much as I could. But yeah, I never doubted my decision. And I think it is because of that I never felt that I was down or anything. I mean, of course, like everyone has the periods of ups and downs. But the yeah, I never felt depressed as such. Um, right now, I think the most like psychologically down that I have felt in the past years is right now, because we have been under lockdown since the past almost 5 months now. So we don't really get to go out. We are always surrounded by four walls, and that has started to impact me now. I can see it when I work, that my concentration span is decreasing day by day.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's mainly if I get out of the country for a break, it would again come back to normal. But yeah, right now I'm suffering a tiny bit.
So, what would you like to tell the people of our generation, of the youth, that they want to do a lot of things that are not normal? Not everyone does, apart from having a 9 to 5 job or a business. But they want to travel the world. They want to explore and live in different cultures. And I feel that you have done that uh, for so many years. And what would you say to them? What message would you like to give to them?
I feel that it starts from where you are living right now. Like in India itself, we are surrounded by so many different cultures, so many different people. It starts with being friends with people who are not speaking your language, who are from other states, seeing what they eat, how they cook. I think it starts from your own neighborhood. And I think the more curious you are, the more you will find ways. And yeah, always listen to yourself. At night when you go to sleep, what comes to your mind? What is it? Where is it that you see yourself? Uh, yeah, I believe intuitions never deceive.
So now that we come to an end of our discussion, would you like to say something in Marathi to the people in Maharashtra?
uh, Maybe a tiny sentence that I thought of after 5 minutes of thinking. So, swapna naka visru. Just go follow your dreams.
Okay, that is really wonderful what you said, and I'm sure that after listening to your story and your experiences, I'm sure that people will try to think in a different way, and I hope that they start listening to themselves. They
Yeah,
understand what they really want from their life, and I am sure that because people don't give it a thought, they really don't understand. And even after having everything in life, having their own house, having a comfort and a luxurious life, they're still not happy. And that is what I have started. I want to, bring a change in these traditional thought processes and understanding and believing the what our parents say. And I feel that with every year there are changes, and we as humans should also change. And that is what we at the experience are trying to do: spread awareness about mental health, spread
yeah,
awareness about the world is not just a small place. And even if it is a small place, I'm sure there is a lot to discover. And
yeah.
that is what people should understand and inculcate in their life. So thank you so much for being there with us today
Thank
and
you.
sharing
It
your
was nice
experiences.
chatting with you.
I'm sure that people will learn a lot, and your story is going to be an inspiration for them, because I'm sure after listening to your story, they would want to live a life like you are living. So thank you
Yeah,
so much.
yeah,
Do you want to say
just
something?
listen to yourself, like you said. Yeah,
So
everyone should do that.
yeah. I feel that it is going to take time for people to understand that. But once they do, I'm sure the definition of happiness is going to change. Because I feel that with people in Maharashtra, I've seen a lot to say that for them, happiness is stability in life, is having and maintaining a financial status. And even though people deny, I'm very sure that for them, success is about how known you are as a person and how big you do in life. And I believe that it's time that people actually change that, people actually understand what is important. There's more than luxury and there's more than money in life. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure that,
also I feel like, so I knew, when I thought about myself, I knew that I don't need luxury. I'm fine with sleeping in a tent for 10 days. But maybe for others, it's
yeah,
not fine and they won't be happy doing that. So they should just know themselves better. And then if they don't want to sleep in a tent, they want to sleep in a normal house, they should work hard for it and then make
right,
their decisions accordingly. So it's really about knowing oneself and then working for it.
right, right. So thank you so much for being
Thank
there
you.
with us today, for sharing your story. And I'm sure that everyone out there will now listen to their heart and understand what exactly they want. So we end this here today. So thank you so much.
Thank you.